Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I am a journaler, journal maker and teacher of journaling courses, and today is day 15, my favourite number, of the Inspiration Journal course, where I'm sharing with you how I put together this collage art journal that I had so much fun making, and just sharing my process each day for 30 days, how I do each of these page spreads so that you can follow along at home. So for day 15, our collage prompt is paint chip. I love using paint chips. They are free. Well, here in Australia, I can get them in home hardware stores or just hardware stores. So Martin, Home Hardware, those kind of places. And depending on where you go, you can get different kinds of paint chips, like different designs, different sizes, different names, different colours or shades of colours. So I like getting a variety. I've got these smaller ones here and then these other ones with 3 shades, which is really fun too. I really enjoy using them as journaling cards or journaling spaces. So I've also pulled out a whole bunch of I just pulled out a bunch of colours that I like. So my current colour palette is blue, mint, teal, turquoise, aqua, that kind of scheme. And I have this beautiful mint sort of teal coloured paper that I found at our local stationery shop. And every time I kept walking past it, I was just like, oh, I love that paper. And most times I would walk out of the shop and not get it. But then finally I was like, I keep thinking about that paper. So another time when I was in the shop, I was like, oh, just get that paper. And I'm so glad because I've used it so much. I absolutely adore that colour. I would paint walls with that colour. And yeah, I've got a bunch of paint chips from various different places. And then I have a scanned or photocopy image of one of my journal covers, and this journal I was given by my sister-in-law back when I was 14 years old for my 14th birthday, or was it my 15th birthday? Hang on a sec, I think I turned 15 that year. Anyway, I was in year 9 and I just fell in love with that journal cover, and that's when I became a really consistent journaler, and it really did have a lot to do with that journal. So for me, the cover of a journal means so much. That's what inspires me to use it. That's what inspires me in terms of how to use a journal. And yeah, I just absolutely love that journal and will always treasure it. I actually took it apart because I reused the pages in other creative projects, but I will never ever throw away the cover. And in fact, I think I'm going to include that cover as a picture on my gallery wall that I'm creating with different pictures and quotes that mean something to me. So yeah, just doing a background of this beautiful mint paper. And then I'll lay out my paint chips and the other pieces over the top. The other piece that I have is the beautiful, it's kind of like looks like a brooch. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it came from Johanna Clough. So she has that as one of her printables in her Etsy shop, Little Bindy. And I believe it's from a box because I've seen her use this box in videos on her channel. So like she keeps things in the box, and sometimes she pulls it out and opens up the lid and pulls things out of the box, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that box so much. So I have an idea to print it out again and find a box and glue it onto the lid of the box and make my own little box, because I just love that image so much. I even have it attached to my Fairy Light gallery wall as one of the images that I love, because I wanted something there to represent Johanna Clough and how she introduced me to junk journals and how she's one of the biggest inspirations in my life. So she's definitely featured on my gallery wall with that piece there. That's probably my all-time favourite printable of hers. I guess because of the colours, it's my colours, and it's kind of vintage, and the flowers. I just love it. So pretty, Very, very pretty. And now I'm just kind of trying to work out how to arrange everything on the page so it all fits. I want to choose some of the paint chips that represent my favorite shades, and I'm also looking at the names of the colors. So Aqua Angel, Teal Trip, and then there's one Diamond Mint, and another one I think it's called Natural Sapphire. So that kind of represents, the color palette that is my current favorite. So aqua, mint, teal, and then I was trying to fit somewhere on there like a blue, but I couldn't fit everything. So this darker blue represents more of that blue shade as my favorite, and sapphire, my favorite gemstone and my birthstone. So yeah, I definitely wanted to represent sapphire on there. And I just love the names of these colors. Aqua Angel, Diamond Mint. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Instead of Teal Trip, I'm not a big fan of that name, but something like Teal Dream. Teal Dream, that sounds nice. In fact, I made my own paint chip, which is one of the freebies in the freebie kit for this course. I think there's 15 freebies to go along with this course that you are welcome to download either on Buy Me a Coffee or over on my Patreon. And I included a paint chip that I designed with different shades of teal. And I'm really having fun designing my own little paint chips or color swatches and coming up with my own names for them. I think that's so fun because you can really connect the names to things from your life that mean something to you with your favorite colors. So that's a project that I am working on. And I used, if you're wondering, with that freebie, the Teal Dream freebie, the colours or the shades of teal that I used came from this journal cover. So you know how you can use that eyedropper in PowerPoint or Word? I dropped some different shades of teal from that journal cover. So that's what I mean by creating my own paint chip from actual things from my life that are really sentimental and meaningful to me. I love that. And so other things, like I've taken photos of beaches and then colour swatched or eye dropped colours, different shades from those beach photos to make my own paint swatch again. And for me, like, no one else would know what photo it came from or what piece of ephemera it came from, but for me, I know, and therefore it has just that more meaningful story and depth and history in it that for me means so much. And yeah, I'm really enjoying making those and would like to make a whole collection of them in the future. But yeah, loving it. Teal Wish, there's one here called Teal Wish. That's nicer than Teal Trip. I mean, the alliteration is kind of fun, but the word trip doesn't really have any connection with me. Wish, dream, diamond, angel, those types of words mean something to me. So yeah, I'll have words like, I don't know, sapphire crown or golden sun, or I don't know, stuff like that. Silver leaf, I don't know, things like that. I've got one called fairy dust and one called weeping willow and one called, I could use the swatch colours from a photo of the willow tree that I grew up with for weeping willow. Anyway, that's how it's inspiring me for this prompt, this page. Definitely inspiring me with colours and colours from my life. So for your journaling, you might want to think about the colours in your life that are significant to you and have fun choosing your own paint swatch to add to the page and journal on. If you want to add journaling and if you want to see how I journaled on my page, you can check that out over on my Patreon, which is the Sapphire tier. That is the video tier, and you can see all the videos for this course over there for the journaling. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. Big special thank you to all my beautiful patrons who supported in May. Thank you for allowing me to do this for another month. I hope you absolutely love being a patron and all the extra rewards you get over on my Patreon. You get access to extra videos and printables and personal updates, first access to my journals and much more. So if you'd like to become a patron in June, feel free to check out the link in the description box to my Patreon.